Alright.
What's going on, everyone? Austin John Pleaser, and today I'm going to be going over how you can get every single Mega Stone in Pokemon Legends ZA. I'm going to be going through in order in which you get the stones, and before I get to anything that I would even vaguely consider a spoiler, I'll give you a warning. It's not for a while, don't worry. So if you want to use this video for your completionism, or if you want to use this video for planning out what Pokemon you want to add to your team in the future that can get a Mega, and yes, I do recommend that you have a team of 4, 5, or 6 Mega Pokemon. That's what this is going to be for. Or just if you want to watch it, if you like my face, I don't know. Let's get into it. Right before you take down the Rogue Mega Absol, you're going to be getting yourself that sweet Mega Bracelet, and then after the battle's complete, you get your first Mega Stone.
Where's a lot more where that came from, buddy?
This game currently has 69 nice Mega Stones programmed into it, of which currently right now, at time of launch, you can get 64 of them. And I'm going to be going over the order in which you get them. And as soon as you're done with Absol, there is a lot. These are all of the Mega Stones that immediately become available to you. If you are playing before February 28th,
And during the latest streams of Blood, or Lucy more than
holding the Gardevoir, right? That's going to mark it as already purchased in your game, so then you don't have to buy it later on, because Gardevoir's not going to be for a while.
That'll be over. I got you.
But if you're watching this video,
yeah, I do gotta add a.
I'm going to tell you when it becomes available to you. And technically, you can get the Greninja-ite as your very first Mega Stone if you want to, but I really don't recommend doing the online competition before you actually get your Mega Bracelet, as
yeah, I do need to put like a schedule, but honestly, I don't even have a schedule. That's the problem.
Mega evolved Pokemon, so I definitely recommend building up a core 3 Pokemon that you bring with you. I'm actually going to make a whole video on doing the whole online stuff. You have until the end of October, and it takes 25 minutes to do, so don't worry about it. After you hit rank F or you're going to be able to purchase all of these Mega Stones, even if you don't have access to that wild Pokemon yet. At the Stone Emporium, you can buy the Mega Stone for Gengar, Medicham, Abomasnow, Scizor, Garchomp, Steelix, Kangaskhan, Mega Charizard X, Mega Charizard Y, and Blastoise. I said that right, there's no Venusaur, so if you chose Bulbasaur from the Professor, sorry, he's late. At Quizartico, you're going to be able to exchange your Mega Shards that you found throughout the world for a variety of Mega Stones. You're getting access to Pidgeot, Manectric, Houndoom, Audino, Lopunny, Sableye, Sharpedo, Gyarados, Lucario, Heracross, Aerodactyl, Alakazam, Grandpa, and Glalie. When it comes to exchanging the Mega Shards, people have always asked, like, what's the best farming method? Make sure you have all the Canary plushes before you start farming it. And 2, just buy the Mega Stones that you actually want for right now. In the post-game, you are going to be rewarded a lot of Mega Shards, and for the online battles, you're rewarded some Mega Shards. I would recommend not worrying about filling up your Mega Dex before the post-game and the end of the Battle Royale. If you want to know just advice on farming shards, make sure you have the Canary plushes. I really liked Charizard, a special attacking Charizard with Fire Blast, Fire Spin, and Flamethrower, just because he doesn't need to be near the shards, and it's a big AoE. That was the best way that I found it. It did take a while. Immediately after main story mission 10, you're going to be having to face down 3 Mega Evolved Pokemon. As soon as the night is over, you're actually going to be getting your starter right. That's what I'm going to call it, your starter right from AZ. Whatever you chose as your starter for the game, he's going to be giving you the final evolution of that Pokemon's Mega Stone. The other ones you're going to be getting later on, you don't even have those Pokemon yet, don't worry about it. You have to take down 3 more Road Mega Evolved Pokemon, and you're going to be getting their Mega Stone as a reward for defeating them, that being Slowbro, Camerupt, and Victreebel. And then after that, there's no reward for completing main mission 14, and then you're able to exchange for shards for Electros, Pinsir, and Excadrill. That's an important one, Excadrill, because he's going. I absolutely love him. He's fantastic for online. He's fantastic for playthrough. I can't say enough good things about Excadrill in this game. Immediately after that, there's 3 more Rogue Mega Evolved Pokemon that you're going to be able to take down. Beedrill, weird that it's so late in the game. Lucha, and then Banette. Once again, there's another short break, and then after that, you're going to be able to get the Mega Stone for Phalanx, Chandelure, and Agua. We're already on main mission 20 over here, so moving forward, there's 3 more Rogue Mega Evolved Pokemon. Mawile, Barbaracle, and Ampharos. After that, once again, there's going to be another little break in the game, and right now you're high rank. I'm pretty sure at this point you're C.
Oh, I love this chapter. This is the chapter that you hook out the box.
After main mission 25, you can get access to exchanging Scolipede, Gallade, Skarmory, and I'm pretty sure the Gardevoirite. And then after main mission 25, there's a little bit of a break, and then 3 more Rogue Mega Evolved Pokemon for you to take down. That being Frostlass, Altaria, and Venusaur. Yeah, that's right. If you chose Bulbasaur, you have to wait all the way till now, right before the end of the game, for you to be able to Mega Evolve your Venusaur. Hope you didn't pick it. I mean, you know, if you love Venusaur, cool, but I'm sorry it took this long. They could have really used this opportunity to be like the one that's strong against the starter that you chose, but no, they didn't. Okay, then we're going to be looking at main mission 31. We're nearly done with the game. You're getting access to the Mega Stone for Clefable, Scrafty, Salamence, Metagross, and Dragalge. I'm going to learn it. You know, I'm looking it up. Okay, on the official Cerebi Say Every Single Pokemon's Name Right, it says Dragalge. Really? Dragalge. While I'm here, how do you say Barbaracle? Okay, Barbaracle. And then there's 3 more, the final 3 Rogue Mega Evolved Pokemon that are going to be rewarding you Mega Stones. Dragonite, Tyranitar, and the very last one is Starmie. The entire time the girl has a Staryu, I just think to myself, can I just hand you a Water Stone? From here on out is just the end of the game, and let me tell you what this is so you can consider it a spoiler or not.
We gonna get started with the video.
The stones that become available at the end of the game and what Pokemon they are for. 2 are related to the story, and their Mega Forms happen at the end of the game. If you consider that a spoiler, then feel free to click off now. I'm sure there's a little iCard above my eyes right now that's going to tell you of a different video to watch. It's probably shiny hunting. I don't know. It likes to pick fun videos. You immediately get access to being able to exchange shards for Meganium, Feraligatr, and Emboar, as well as Malamar and Pyroar, because, you know, they were right at the end of the game. Zygarde's Mega Stone is already in your inventory, and you have to go through the quests to actually go ahead and get Zygarde. And then, I finally did it, Eternal Flower Floette. There's going to be the Infinite Royale, and you actually have to complete it 15 times for you to then have a series of little bit of story beats, and then you're going to be getting yourself the Floetite and Eternal Flower Floette. This is the only one, and this is actually considered a legendary Pokemon in the game's code. It also has its signature move, Light of Ruin, and it has stats that's pretty comparable to Frost, but a little bit more well-rounded, less bulky, more special attack. And then what has already been announced for the future online competitions is going to be the Chestnutite and the Delphoxite. Right now, at time of recording in October 2025, is the Greninjaite. It starts October 16th, and it only runs for about 2.5 weeks. I'm pretty sure it ends right at Halloween or right after it. And then it's going to be the Delphox season. I don't know how long that's going to be going on for. 2 to 3 weeks, cool. And then it's going to be the Chestnutite. And then lastly, into the game's code, already programmed with side quests, is Deoncé and Mewtwo-X and Mewtwo-Y. Their 3 Mega Stones are already in the game, just not accessible in any way, shape, or form. Thanks to data mining, we know that Deoncé's quest starts with receiving the Deoncéite, and then it's a quest for Deoncé, and then Mewtwo is going to be involving the lab in the cafe, if you know what that is. So, there you go. That's all of the...
After this shit airs up, and want to delete these videos from my computer, make sure I got space for this recording, and then we about to start this recording, but go try to rank up just to get the Greninja. Doesn't look like it's gonna take too long at all.
As you found this information helpful, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button down below. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, turn on notifications. Until next time, Boston Dynamite.
Not green when even though the rain getting the water type team is being. But you know, it's on my water type move. When water type move become more powerful in rain, that's why I knew I thought I could win. You know, once I thought fire type move become weaker in rain, it makes sense really. Rain makes things wet, and wet things are tough to burn. I feel it. Non-copyrightable Pokemon music on YouTube. What's the deal, y'all? It's FOEJ, the one to pay, aka FOEFilmzIt, man. You know what I'm saying? We back here again with another video, bro. And I'm not even finished with the game yet. You know, I know I'm kind of late and everything. But I really want to get that Greninja before, you know, it all expires. I have a little clip that I'm going to play right about here. And in that little clip, as you seen, like just one battle, I was whooping shit. I went up like 7 little birthday beezies or something. So it's probably not even gonna be that long of a video, but we gotta just keep grinding and doing this shit until you know, we get to what's it called? Whatever rank it is to get the Greninja. Excuse me. But so you can see, like, my guys are not like IV trained like super correctly or nothing. Like we just rock it, man. We just rock it. Alright. But like I said, bro, I put some BTA that first time, bro. So we about to see what I can do, man. And we got my One Piece. You dig me? Shot glass. I'm about to take a shot for this motherfucker, man. Cheers. Appreciate all my supporters, man. Oh yeah, I gotta put these niggas into the team and shit. Yeah. Do this too. Oh, wait up. No. Back. Yeah, I messed up because the Pokemon you select first is gonna be the Pokemon that you like throw out first and shit. I meant to put Gyarados. It's good though. We just gonna have to use one of our swaps automatically. So that's gonna suck. But we gonna rock. We good. Make sure y'all stay hydrated, man. Especially y'all taking shots with me. You did. Alright, let's rock this, man. Rock it. Second ranked battle. I only done one before this. Alright, so first of all, let's use the right decision. I want to waterfall you. I want to bounce now. This is crunch. Oh, the crunch. Oh. Alright, come on. We 2 already. Come on. Who's messing with us? Thank you. Pop. Come on, who's messing with me? Who's messing with me? I don't think you're messing with me. Even your mech is not messing with me. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think y'all messing with me. I don't think y'all are messing with me. I ain't feel wrong too. Oh, he got my guy. He good. I don't know if I got that K or not. I think I might have. He gonna rock though. We'll go with the safe option right now. We can either go like that. Honestly. Alright. Oh, we knocked each other out. That was brutal. Hey, that was brutal. I got lie. Alright. Oh, I didn't mean to. Oh, let's go surf into that. Alright, good. I don't get this guy. Get this guy. Oh, buddy, look. Hey, me and bro are tied up. Oh, shoot. Yeah, but we gonna go with our Gyarados, though, for sure. Let's go with the bounce. Nigga. Come on, run over here. Oh, damn, man. Me and Paxton is still tired. Hey, bro, pretty cold with it, too. Fudge nuggets, man. Let's go. Execute. Go. I should have sword danced. Sister Gyarados, I'm scared. Oh, we got a second place, y'all. Hey, it's good. I'm down. There's gonna be one more play. Last one for Lizzie. Alright, but that first one got like 16 bodies, bro. Like, that was crazy. Alright, you know the other side. I don't know what side I actually show first, but he did. $130, yeah, that's nowhere near as much we got that one time. It's like half. Now we gonna continue battling. Oh wait, fudge, but I wanted to switch so I could have my Gyarados first. I'm good. Like we only gotta get to like K or something, right? We rocking it, we rolling, man. Come on. FOEFilmzIt, FOEJ, the one to pay, the one and only, man. Off THUGS. What y'all think we gonna place this time? Well, one of them is a shiny collector on silver, so he has a good amount of shinies. I still didn't mean to start with Gardevoir. It's not a smart move. Don't do what I'm doing. See, we want to go like this. There you go, bounce. Pop. Yeah. Ice Fang. No. I mean, we could crunch him. Like, what can we really do here? Well, that's an alpha too. So we could get a bounce. Crunch. Ice Fang. Come on, get him. Over here. Bounce. Oh, I hit her. Okay, I should have switched really low. I should have switched. Why do you make that? I have a little bit of intelligence. Crunch now. Ice Fang. Alright, come on. I shouldn't Mega Evolve. I should not Mega Evolve. We got two. What's it called on the field? Bounce. Alright, got us. I'm thinking it's still gonna be Gyarados move right now. Oh, I think we won that one, though, right? We won that one. I wasn't really paying attention. I was so locked in. Like, oh, shit. Oh. I don't know what my face just looked like right now, but that's my locked in face. I was trying to get to it. Yeah, we took that big dogs. We're the biggest dogs. Who really mess with us? Like, it's the biggest dog. Look at the biggest fucking F, nigga. FOE fucking J, the one to pay for my fucking palm, aka FOEFilmzIt, ladies and gentlemen. You feel me? But only 150 points for that Dubsky. Like, I wonder if it's because it was on my first match or what. I don't know. I'm not mad though. We going up. Alright, I keep putting. Yo, at this point, this is it. I'm gonna just continue to waste one of my Gyarados. Or I said one of my Gyarados, one of my switches. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Perfect. Dazzling. No more. Maybe it wasn't the best idea though. Oh, that Mega Gyarados got pretty powerful, I never lie. I guys like that. I'm popping it too though. I'm popping it too though. We all on him right now. Damn, someone stole my kill. Damn. Oh, I tried to. This is a close one, y'all. Like, we were going up in the rank, so the difficulty is making sense. It's making sense. It surely is. We didn't switch on time. I was spamming that thing, man. Yeah, we in last place this time. Hey, these guys is different. Hey, these guys came coming different. Hey, we gonna figure it out, though. We gonna figure it out, though. Yeah, we gonna figure it out, though. They're not gonna make it, man. I think I still kind of like the black and red, or the black and purple with the red fit. I feel like, I don't know. Switch battle things. Man, it seems. Move. There we go. Let's know if they all girls too and shit. Flower power, nigga. Look, sick my bitches on you, nigga. Fuck. But we did just lose that last one, though. We did just lose that last one. Might need a slip shot. If we making it on. Hell yeah. Small shots, small shots. Stay in moderation, yo. Everybody got alligator? Like what? What just happened? I don't know. Hold on, that's right. I'm not really sure what happened. I didn't know let me do it. Get them both, get them both, get them both, get them both. Oh, he's not gonna get them both. I didn't mean to get that though, but I did. But I did. Finally, I'm like, bro, I'm just chasing that nigga down for a minute. Oh, my movement speed is so much slower now, bro. We just double KO'd their ass. Come on. Like, who's messing with me, dog? Who's messing with me, dog? Come on. I'm here about it, bruh. I'm really here about it. I don't think I have the ability to switch it. Oh, not a pop. No, don't hit it. Ah, he touched my kill. Son of a bitch. Alright, that's a dub though. You dig? Yeah. This the online play, ranked battle, nigga. We outside about it. Getting jiggy. You see me taking that dub, nigga? Come on. Fuck with me. Fuck with me. Come on. Yeah, watch this Frank up. Yeah. We almost, I can tell we almost to that grenade. We almost to that grenade. Hey. I don't know how to dance. My bad. Yeah. Still just a novice trader, y'all. Still just a novice trader, yo. Yeah, that's okay. Over there. Yeah, you're lying. Oh my god, he got away with it. These niggas are so lucky. Sucker. Papa. Switch. Get it. Good pivot, good pivot. Ah, got it. Okay. No way. No way. That was a good time, man. Ah, I got it, bro. Good match, good match. Oh. That's not a K? You're kidding me. Nah, I need a second place, second place. And we just got K'd, don't care for the end. Buh! Oh, we tied for second too, not even firm second. That's a hard pacer with the mega right there. I gotta do something like that. It's K to 1, so we need it. Oh, and there's a Greninja, y'all. You feel me? So it's not that bad. Like, I showed you the whole thing. 25 minutes plus one game prior, you feel me? And I showed y'all a little clip of me winning that. You feel me? So I don't know, it's not that bad. You feel me? And definitely appreciate all y'all who tuned in, man. Go ahead and tap in with me. I'll show y'all. Even if you're not that good, you feel me? You can still rock this shit out with just a little 30 minutes or so of gameplay, man. But appreciate y'all. Hope y'all stay tuned. Like, comment, subscribe to the whole shebang, man. And it's FOEJ the one to pay, aka FOEFilmzIt. And I'm out of here, man. Oh. Alright. Good video, good video, good video. Good video, y'all. We do got the green ninja right now, so I'm gonna keep rocking in a little bit. Let's continue on with the story. Let's continue on with the story. So we can keep the dogs, like, you know, because they're level 50 there. That people are saying that's the game anyway. I'm gonna look at movesets and stuff more anyways later. I think we good though. So let's mess with a Feraligatr real quick. I wanna mess with Gengar. It's so good. Future reference. What is that? I don't mess with We do need to get to a bag too, y'all. We need to get on the grind. This is the best money grind in Pokemon Z at YouTube. Let's see what's over there. Another pivotal character I feel like would be cool to use. Would be a guard channel for sure. So we could pop it like that. Yeah, we could pop it like that. I'm still waiting on that Mega Scrafty, y'all. Still waiting on that Mega Scrafty. Ultimate money and XP farming guide. Best way to get Mega money fast. How to get infinite money and Megas.
Ladies, gentlemen.
Let's go to like. He got good thumbnail. He got good thumbnail. He took that to be. Chandelure, I forgot I got that thing. Liquid Ninja, come on, man. FOE. FOE is a pro, yeah.
So one more legacy, there are two currencies you're going to need the most of, money and mega shards. The focus is going to be on mega shards. I'm going to be kind of mentioning money as a bonus, I guess, in this video. If you enjoy this one,
See, like, he's a hoe. He got me. Days ago, like, let's see. I got strange things been happening in my apartment block. You see, there's certain things you might even call paranormal activity. Believing all that speakers in empty rooms, and suddenly start playing music, then another power. But I don't get how you don't believe in shit like that. You got ghost Pokemon. On top of all that, you been hearing eerie sounds from the rooftop.
The best out to buy. You may be tempted to buy the red one because it possesses the that speed that your Pokemon gets, and you will want to eventually distill the abyss as you proceed to level 100. But right away, the blue one is actually much better. Not only is this going to help you with the capture chance, but because it can capture more reliably, this means it can capture higher level Pokemon, which will give you a ton more XP to your existing ones. More than just a little bit, but for the time being, try to focus on the purple Pokeball so you can get as much powerful skills as you can. As you can see, the cost to get the higher level versions of the plushies will go from 3 to 5 and eventually
2, 3 blue. And blue is the one for catching. Got 1, 2. So I need another 8 for the gold. I need another 8 for the EXP. The 8 for gold, another 8 for EXP. We need that gold. Just rest at a bench or back at the hotel room, set the night time, and take part in these red zone runs all around the map. Yeah, it makes sense. The way we're doing this is by trying to take down as many trainers as possibly can in one single night. 20 should be more than achievable, which is going to give you a 2.5x multiplier. So however many medals you obtain during that night, just finish this up real quick and will be doubled and then some from the number of trainers that you defeated. And in this case, also keep in mind that whichever number of medals you get, the number of money to spend to it will be 10x. So if you got 2,000 medals, that's 20,000 and that will be currency. So that's why don't just focus on the street level, also check out the rooftops, well-known trainers will be found over there, sometimes even higher. I just don't take too long. Points. And also done with all of them, you can just go back to the start of the area and tell the star pretty much all of them have respawned or spawned new ones. Besides this, also pay attention to the Japanese cards honestly, and always try to run with 3 out of 3, especially the ones about sneaking up targets and really knocking them out when you are on the way. You can pretty much do like 3 of these and really fill them all up in one single massive attack if you entirely kill an enemy in one single attack. So
So that's going to give you even more points, even more battles, and we also count obviously towards the challenge ticket must breaker. It also goes without saying that you should not leave behind any coins sitting on the ground, as well as the
That's
ones
better now.
that some of these trainers will give you once you defeat them.
Yeah.
Just grab them, you can get like 10 to 20 of
Stream
them
speed,
per
hot.
one single individual piece to get off the ground. And once you get like a few dozen of these across the whole area, it really
It's
stacks
survive.
up to like
Oh, it's a fairy type. It's not a fairy type.
just from getting those. So this will eventually ensure that you maximize the potential number of medals you obtain per one, as well as number of trainers defeated to further increase that modifier for the final challenge. Which brings us to actually leveling up our Pokemon, and there are some bad and some good ways of actually finding the XP. You're not just going to want to aimlessly throw your Pokeballs at everything, you're still going to want to do that regardless because you still get XP. But look at the difference I'm getting when I'm catching a low-level Pokemon relatively to my level in the game. So in this case, I'm only getting like 20 XP for these level 16 on stage mobs. However, if I go to a higher level wild zone where
That's
level
6.
30 Pokemon, from one single capture I'm getting 180 plus. That is because
I need 2
these
more
are
colorful
kind of
schools.
and will provide a lot more XP.
Come on, something. I gotta go there again.
Resourceful way of doing as much of the XP farm as you possibly can. The best way of actually doing it is by first defeating that Pokemon in battle and then capturing it, which is going to double the on the amount of XP you get for that single capture. So in this case, use any Pokemon that can one-shot them in one single go to make this as quick as possible. So if I were to use my Charizard here on the Sableye, not only am I getting 350 XP just from defeating that enemy, but then I'm getting another 200 plus from also capturing it. So that's going to be way higher than any other way, well, at least not until you use some items and consumables that I'm going to show you just a little bit, but it's one of the most reliable ways of doing it without actually consuming anything. And if you're worried about them having low HP, it really doesn't matter. Simply fast travel to any Pokemon Center.
6, 7. Okay, I do just need one more.
Healing is absolutely free. You don't even have to consume
One more week, please.
potions on doing any of this. So that is my preferred way of doing it, but there are actually a few more things that you can do on top to level it even more. Another one is obviously when you're back in those battle zones, you want to make up your party with 1 to maximum high-level versions of the kind of Pokemon you have, ensuring that they can at least one-shot everything, and then the remainder of your party just low-level ones that you want to do stuff quickly. In this case, we're not going to get any XP from capturing, but as you can see, we get XP from every single instance of defeat that we provide. So if the enemy trainer has like 3 Pokemon, we can get 191 plus every single one of the defeats. That's going to be 600 XP plus at the third stage you see in this image. Plus, of course, the money and other extra stuff that you get along the way, which is going to further help as well. But obviously, that's not the only way of grabbing the $5 very quickly. Another method is via the XP candy and also the rare candy. But let me start with the XP candy because it is a reliable, free way of farming as much of this as you possibly can. And by far the best of them all is going to be by simply defeating and then capturing
Good looking.
I'll show you one of my healing dogs just a little bit, but every time
The stuff in milk can help you focus. Okay, that works. But you're supposed to drink it. Get 1 unlimited Cox mobile line free for a year when you bundle with Cox Internet for just $55 a month.
Chose delivery over your beloved groceries? Use Ziploc to help keep your food fresh for the next meal. For the love of food, Ziploc.
S.C. Johnson.
I forgot I'm already manly, so yeah, I guess I'm just like training for
Chevy makes America's most dependable trucks. Like the rugged Colorado, the highly capable Silverado 15.
not training, grinding for money.
Powerful silver.
but every time you capture an alpha, it's going to drop at least a couple of candies of different XP sizes, so you're going to stack up a ton of those with the back-to-back on them. So one of the best farms and one of the earliest actually is First Prize right here in zone number 2. There are a couple more that can also work really great, but the reason we like this so much is because the moment you enter, you will see a ton of the 9 magic cards rolling all around. So what I'm doing here is I'm checking around for any alphas. There's one actually that's also guaranteed to be an alpha over there by the trees, but we're going to keep that in the background for now. If I don't find any alphas at the entrance, I'm going to just reset this zone to simply teleporting again to zone number 2, which, as you might have guessed, can also be used in conjunction with the shiny farming method we talked about in the previous video. And more often than not, you're going to notice that at least a few other magic cards that were normal previously can respawn as alphas as well. And oftentimes I've noticed that both of the ones near the bridge were actually alphas. I was able to grab all that extra XP candy from both of them. Once you do that, you can circle around, grab the one that's guaranteed as well, and if you find any other alphas, that's perfect. If not, reset the zone once again and check the remaining spawns. Likely even more will respawn as alpha once again, and that applies to every single other Pokemon in the area. But guess what? It doesn't stop here. So even if you completely deplete the population of spawns during the day here, that is going to be completely separate than the spawn slots that happen during the nighttime. So for example, you can see that in the place of the magic card is captured and for the time being no longer spawned any longer, during the nighttime spawns can respawn in their place instead. And yes, they can also be alphas. In fact, even the one that is the magic card, the one that is guaranteed, will also be a guaranteed alpha. So you can literally do this on repeat day and night without actually having to reset the day and night cycle manually at all. Now there are a couple other zones early on that also guaranteed some alpha.
I was really thinking, like, why am I still thinking damn it's the curse?
Them spawning right inside the building. So one is going to be the Lucio over on the first floor, which can use and also can be captured for extra XP. And then you can also go on the rooftop of the building. There's going to be a guaranteed alpha flash ring as well. So you can also grab that. But keep in mind that you will then have to respawn 10, 15, 20 minutes tops will do the trick. You can even use the zone number 5 Bellsprout that spawns right at the beginning of the dungeon, so you can totally grab that one as well. It's also pretty easy to get. And now chances are that you've got a whole bunch of that XP candy. What you can do is simply invest that into whichever one of your Pokemon you want to bring to the next level. Obviously by level 40 you can pretty much get almost all of your versions, so a lot of
The fact they don't get ice punches still pretty
wild
wild to me.
by level 40, so that definitely no peace away from candy. Now besides that, we also have the rare candy, and for the most part, like the Enterprise, it's not really quite as easy to get, but it's going to always give you one level no matter what. This is why typically I kind of like holding these off for some of the later stages, simply because the XP requirement will be way higher as you progressively increase the level of your Pokemon. And since that gives you a whole level no matter what, it may be better to hold it off a little bit later down the line. Now of course, this also ties into some of the last spots, and obviously this XP plus maybe more max.
Alright, one single move with the thing to easy.
Fighter Pokemon to
Super
destroy
effective water
also the
mode.
gems for the blocks, and also the Mega Shards one. You can use stuff like the Bulldoze, which is an AoE attack, and absolutely smashes everything.
No!
Like anything that can destroy
Ah,
walls, so the
I'm
Mega one.
fudging up,
You can
yeah.
also use the Brambles, and the Fire Gunsman does the same. You get about like 50 XP for each instance of these options that you actually destroy. So if you find like 4 or 5 of these, it's actually quite a bit. And on a final note, also don't forget to clear your treasure inventory. Well, it says treasures, but it's really just junk. Basically, all the money is the pearls, the mushrooms, and the feathers. Chances are that you've got dozens of each of these, and as you can see, they completely rake up a lot of that money that you can otherwise spend on something else. So in this case, totally pay a visit to any of those Pokemon centers, sell everything. Chances are that by this stage you got a ton in your pockets and you didn't even know it. And that pretty much concludes today's video. any points, subscribing to the channel, leaving a like, and activating that notification bell. You can help me out on. In the meantime, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Out here, sunrise only means one thing. It's time to go get the job done right with hard-working, easy-to-operate Kubota equipment. Built right, built ready.
VidPro's creators post 3 times more videos because they're not editing. You're not behind because of your ideas. You're behind because you're still editing. While you're adjusting jump cuts at 2 a.m., VidPro's clients are posting third.
Why can't help it though? Yeah. Perfectly lives. Especially THUGS. To another one. See, like, it's a little bit.
This method. Alright, here's what we gotta do. First and foremost, the first thing that we need to do is we need to get ourselves a Garchomp. This is gonna be the most important thing. So we're gonna need to get ourselves a Garchomp. Now, what Garchomp is going to need specifically is Garchomp is going to need a couple of different things. First off, you're going to need to get Garchomp the held item Rocky Helmet. That's going to be the first thing. So our Garchomp needs to have the held item Rocky Helmet. Second thing is when it comes to our moves, your Garchomp needs to be equipped with Sand Tomb. As you guys see here, my Garchomp has the move Sand Tomb. Now, what if you don't have a Garchomp? Well, that is completely okay. Now, just take that note, get yourself a Rocky Helmet, and get yourself a Garchomp with the move Sand Tomb. Now, to get yourself a Garchomp, we're going to head to Zone 20.
Whoa, you so many Pokemon in Zone 20, what the fuck?
The Gible, of course, is going to spawn in on
That's for real?
Zone number 8, which is
I just had all the,
Garchomp.
I just had like all the shit.
If you don't go head over to Zone 20 and
Like
just
all the starters.
the zone method here in Zone 20 over and over and over until a alpha Garchomp spawns in. The reason being is this has 3 perfect IVs and it is perfect to get ourselves a good Garchomp that this could be useful for. Alright, now that you've obtained your Garchomp, the next thing that we need to do is we are going to head over to Restaurant Lanai. So go ahead and head over to Restaurant Lanai.
I don't know what that
When
I
you
don't
are
really
at
got.
Restaurant Lanai, go ahead and manage your boxes as such and put Garchomp at the first position in your party. Also just removing all your other Pokemon out of your boxes and out of your party as well too, just to make sure that this works very well.
Super effective line. One more super effective line.
The setup is simply this. You're going to want to go ahead and get your turbo engaged. So however you go and engage your turbo by pushing this in A. And now as you can see there, boom, there it is. We are mashing A. Now the thing to know about this is you're going to need like a rubber band or something to push around the ZL button, because as you hold this down, it'll only engage on the first fight or the first Pokemon that's thrown out. After, you need to disengage and re-engage. So get yourself a hair tie rubber band and put it around this and let this go to work. Now the thing to note, as you're seeing on the screen right now, is this is just going to re-engage. By using Sand Tomb, that's going to be a move that is constantly doing damage, and with Rocky Helmet, it's going to do constant chip damage on all the Pokemon that get thrown out. They're going to be so low level that eventually they will just die on their own. And leave this AFK for around 6 to 8 hours, and you will be able to easily get this. You're going to do around 60-ish battles every hour, and depending how many you already have, maybe you need to let this go for around 10 to 12 hours. But for me, it took about 6 to 8 hours because I already had close to 500 or 14 hours on AFK, but I believe in you. You can do this. Just let your Switch do all the work and let Garchomp do all the work as well. I've been Dom from the Gamers, and that is how you can AFK your way to 1,000 battles and get the shiny tool. Hope this video is helpful to you. If you want, subscribe and like for more Legends EA content.
When my colleagues suggested I hire a freelancer if I were pro to publish my stuntman biography, I said, yeah, sounds risky. Then I noticed the money back on Ting and thought, that's reassuring.
Boom.
Maximum talent, zero risk.
So in this Pokemon Legends EA video, I'm going to show you guys the best ways to shiny hunt Pokemon. As you guys can see, these are all the shinies that we've caught so far, but there's more to come. And if you enjoy this one, actually he's not shiny. And if you enjoy this one, leave a like, subscribe for more, and let's go ahead and jump straight into this. So there's some free information I need to provide you guys before we come back to jump into the methods. And the reason that I didn't do this video earlier is because I was trying to
only got 11 wins.
as much information as possible to make this video as thorough as possible. So first things first. Now, what are the shiny rates? Well, without the shiny charm, the shiny rates are going to be 1 in 4,096. But if you get the shiny charm, if you don't know how to do that, you gotta do all of this research. I have a video on that, on the best, kind of most efficient way to do all of your quests, which includes also completing the Pokédex, which is a whole other video, because that's a lot in and of itself. So there's two videos I have: how to complete the Pokédex, which is going to be required for some of the challenges, and then also how to get all of the other challenges done that she has. And some of them are a little bit more tricky, and there's better ways to do that. So check out those videos if you haven't. When you do all this research, at the very end you're going to get
Let's see if we can do the other one at a time.
Shiny Charm is going to increase your rate from 1 in 4,096 to 1 in 1,024 give or take brushes. So that's what the shiny objects are going to be base and then the shiny charm. Now, how shinies work in this game is a little bit different. So there's going to be always 10 Pokemon or shiny Pokemon that are spawn in the world at once. So let me just give you an example, right? Let's say that there is, well, here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, up to Honedge. Okay, so ignore the rest. So if we just kind of look at all these, imagine these are 10 Pokemon. Now let's say the first one that spawned was this Sableye. And the most recent one that spawned was this shiny Honedge, right? Well, the way this works is if a new shiny Pokemon spawns,
another one,
and I haven't caught that Sableye is going to respawn. But otherwise, those 10 shiny Pokemon are going to be there no matter what in the game, and I can find them until a new shiny Pokemon spawns. That's very important to note, okay? That's going to make shiny hunting actually a little bit easier, and you'll see why when we get to some of the methods. So keep that in mind. These are the 10 hypothetically Pokemon that are in the game right now as shinies. And again, I have no way to know this, by the way. This is something that's kind of going on in the game mechanics under the hood, right? Where people have kind of discovered this through much research. So let's say that these are the 10 Pokemon that are spawned that are shiny. And I spawn like a shiny Pikachu.
Boom! That was it for the dark, I think. Then we got land moves with a mega.
You understand what I mean? So that's kind of how that works. And I think that's pretty much it for the kind of information that we started. Now, a few different methods to shiny hunt. Let's just start with benches because I'm right here. So one of the ways to kind of respawn or refresh Pokemon in a certain area is going to be sleeping at benches. Now, people believe that it's going to respawn all the Pokemon within a 50-meter radius, but some people also believe that it's a 70-meter radius. I as S8. Shunna?
Well, you got good little barracks in there, though, right? Yeah, we got 200K now.
Sorry, I'm an
Hell yeah.
Shuppet is going
And if
to
I go to
be
the,
50
what can she
meter
buy, do
race
for me?
as well. So this one
This bitch can do
is
something for
spawned
me
in
when I
as
go
a
to
shiny.
wherever that.
Although
Yeah,
this one
just
only
is so
spawns
dope.
in, of course, at night. So that one can be shiny. These guys down here, actually, in fact, I was doing the bench method.
Trying to remember what
last
it
night
is
for one of
that you
these
can
videos
do.
down here, we ended up
It's like, has something to do with the EVs and
that
shit.
EV kind of comes and goes. So if I drop down here, for example, it'd be fun if I get a shiny Ralts right now. There's a Weedle in
I
this
could
tree.
train it.
There's a Weedle usually in this tree, but I already caught it because it was a shiny. There's a Ralts here, and there's a Ralts there. So any of these in that 50-meter radius can end up being a shiny. Again, the bench method is a little annoying because with the bench method, you know, you can't skip the cutscenes when time passes, but yeah, you know, that's one way to do it. And you can know that they're respawning because, for example, like that one's an alpha, right? And if I go to sleep, it's going to not be an alpha. So that's one way. That's one method. So for the next method, we're still here anyway. So that Walt's just taken off. I don't know. Okay, I don't know where it's going, but it's gone. For the next method, we're going to be going and show you guys the I don't know how to call this, the running method. Let's say this is what I call the despawn spawn. You know, running away kind of method. I'm going to show you guys a couple different locations, but I want to show you guys the one that we were just at the convention because again, this Ralts here is alpha. The other one, I don't know where he went. He's gone for coffee or something. So the reason I believe it's 70 meters is look, if I go 50 meters away from him, right, he's not going to despawn. He's still going to be an alpha. He should be. Watch it, prove me a liar. Yeah, so he's still an alpha. Right, I'm gonna go 60 meters away.
I ain't a Mando on next year, right?
It's actually 70 meters.
I can't imagine another.
And we're gonna see how that
Still
that
move
goes.
on. To be honest.
So again, it's still alpha. And again, you can also check right like this. For example, if I go up to the, I can look at it. It's a this one's a 14 female. You know what I mean? So I know that. So again, that's 60 meters out, and that was still an alpha. And it's the same alpha. If I go 70 meters. Right, let's go 71 just for measure. 71 meters, it should respawn and respawn. So I'm going to see this one here is still at female 14, but this one over here is respawn. You see what I mean? Now it's a 13 non-alpha. So 70 meters it takes to go out to despawn a Pokemon. So that's why I believe that a lot of people are saying, 50-meter radius, like I said, they're going to go with the bench method, that everything, when you fast travel to a 50-meter radius to respawn.
I might need to look at a video
I
again
think
to
70
really understand
meters.
that.
Because it takes 70 meters to despawn Pokemon. Look, it's alpha again now. You see what I'm saying?
There's these
Alpha.
little
This
rusty.
one, that was still a 14 female actually. So I don't know. That was
Let's
bugged
see
out.
if he can I talk to them now or something?
So that's kind of the running method. Let me show you another location so you can visually see what I'm talking about. Okay, so there's a Dratini on this rooftop. This is where I caught my shiny Dratini which I evolved into a shiny Dragonite, right? So 50 meters out, it's not despawning. I have to actually cross this bridge right here for it to despawn. You're going to see it despawns. Watch, when I get to about 70, boom, it despawns. So that's why I believe that it's a 70-meter radius. It's not 50 like most people are saying. And then if they come back, it spawns in, and that's it. I mean, I guess that's why people think it's a 50-meter radius, because when you come back to 50, that's kind of where it, so it despawns around 70, then it respawns, actually respawns closer to 60. If you see that. So you got a visual representation of what I'm saying about the kind of running method. You're running far enough away, and look, now it's a Dragonair.
You don't need a fresh start yet, dude. Honestly, I have to get farther.
So again, I go about 70 meters, it's going to despawn and come within 60 meters even, and it respawns in.
Nah.
So 70 meters out, it's not. Oh, actually no, it's closer because my marker is further than the Dratini. That's what's going on here. That's what's going on. But anyways, you see the visual representation of what I mean, right? So that's one method to shiny hunt Pokemon is kind of running back and forth. And that Ralts that we were just doing a second ago, there's actually another method for that one as well. We'll talk a little bit more in depth about that in a different video, but there's a way to kind of run, back and forth and away and back. Now, actually, again, this is how I got my Dragonite. It's also how I got shiny Lucario, because there's another.
I don't remember what it is. That one was tweaking or something.
Just walk far away.
Or is this one? I don't remember this one tweaking actually now. I think it was actually this one.
So that's again, I don't know what to call it, the running method, I guess. I've been using this a lot. Personally, when there's no kind of fast travel points nearby, I'm just going to kind of do that over and over again until the shiny pops Okay, so then we have the fast travel method, which is very useful for wild zones, right? Especially here between 5 and 6. If you fast travel to wild zone 5, you're actually knocking out a lot of area. So I got all this area behind me, that trophy, all these different Pokemon that you see in this kind of general area. And here, actually, there's going to be a bunch of Pokemon that are going to spawn. Is that a shiny? That's a shiny.
What's the secret to peak health? Going micro with Noom! Micro habits, micro wins, even microdose GLP-1s.
No new wild zones yet though, so I guess after I beat them.
Shop smart and final for everyday low prices on everything on your list, from fresh produce, quality meats and drinks to snacks.
I might try it right there. There's a what was
prices
it?
every day, only at Smart and Final. Where else? With new gentler scents, it smells as it feels.
Yeah, you think I help guy? I don't see. I started a go-go service, but all my helpers are on the small side for go-go. I really needed a big old go-go that could carry packages for my clients. If you want to know the size of Pokemon, just check some issues with it.
John Deere has long been a symbol of hard work in America, and now that spirit is coming to America's most comfortable footwear, Skechers. With rugged materials, technology, and comfort features like Skechers Gold Memory Foam, because hard work deserves the easy comfort of John Deere and Skechers.
That's a shiny. That's my second shiny Bellsprout. Some of these Pokemon spawn a lot. So you see exactly what I mean, right? You spawn in here, and that's the fast travel method. Okay? And like I mentioned earlier, the way that this works when you're fast traveling or sleeping at a bench.
Yeah, 15 and 16. So yeah, I'll do that. After this next one, I'll try there for a little bit.
Potentially to spawn as a shiny. Now, remember what I said about there being 10 Pokemon, right? There's going to be 10 shiny Pokemon spawned in.
I need one more screw.
And they won't despawn. So
One
if I keep
more.
doing this just for a while, basically what's going to happen is eventually up to 10 shiny Pokemon will spawn in this area, right? So if you have like a turbo controller or something, some kind of controller like input macros that you can just kind of repeat for it to do this, and you do it overnight, and then you come over here, you're going to have at least probably 10 shiny Pokemon, unless you have really bad luck. You're going to have probably like 10 shiny Pokemon in this general area, right? So that's kind of how that works. Pretty awesome, very useful, because again, all of these different kind of areas, for example, if I go to, let's say 3, where there's a shiny Pikachu, I just spawn in right here, and right here within a 50 to 70 meter radius, well, the Pikachu's kind of right here. Right, so I can just kind of walk over.
So that's going to be our bigger one.
Or just keep spawning. I mean, you don't have to check. You just kind of keep spawning in. Again, these Skidos.
What are you looking at?
Here, which I've got like 2 of them.
I'm very going to design it. You know, just about you.
Popular, but I feel like they're spawning more. So again,
like, this is the thing. These are kind of like
and eventually maybe one of these Pikachus ends up being, like a shiny.
Some of these side quests be a little
Even though it's not, it doesn't look that much different. So that's a fast traveling method. Now, since we're here at zone 3 already, I'm going to show you guys the door method.
So talk to me when you're ready. If you got the nerve to face me better than
very
these.
good in wild zone 3. Now, here's the question. Okay, with this method I'm about to show you, will it include the Pikachus? Some argue it will not. Now, the door method is there's a door right here, and it's very easy to go in and out of the door. Okay, so if I go over here and I go in this door, it's going to spawn, right? It's going to basically load. There's a flush line up here. Now, if it's a 70 meter radius, as I presume, I guess, then that Pikachu will be in that kind of radius, as you can see. Or they should be close to, maybe just out. Some of them might be in the radius, but if it's a 50 meter radius, then those Pikachu will not be getting respawned. And that's the only thing that people are trying to kind of hammer out right now is it 50 or is it 70? One thing's for sure is doing this method, this flush line up here could be a shiny, which I've had to be a shiny. This Alpha Livio, how do you pronounce it, could be a shiny. All these guys over here could be a shiny. So, I mean, all these Fulbebes could be a shiny. Skidos, use whatever key, I don't know, it's Skidos. Oh, Skido. Yeah, Skido.
I'm so sorry for my behavior. I had no idea you were so strong. I sincerely apologize for my
This is
rudeness.
the door method. You just go in and out. And the beauty about this is all I gotta do is keep holding down on the left stick.
Now, as I mentioned, I'd rather be made fun of this particular elevator, but I insist that you use it a million times.
You know, just leave it for a while, go do some stuff.
Go and you focus and sit up and
you know, come back and you should have Chinese again, you know, it's still a 1 in 1,000 chance, so, you know, these shinies can pop in very quickly or they can take a lot of time. The point is it's refreshing all these Pokemon in this kind of area. So again, we covered the bench method, we covered the fast travel method, and now the door method. And there's more methods, believe it or not. One last thing though about the fast travel method. So for the fast travel method, cafes obviously work, right? It's not just the wild zone, anywhere you can fast travel. So if you have Pokemon that are in, you know, a 50 to 70 meter radius of, like, let's say that it's Pokemon Hero or I don't know, one of these cafes, you know what I mean? Those are going to respawn. So you can use those as well. It doesn't just have to be the wild zone. I just want to note that as well. And then in terms of the actual running method, you can actually, for example, I mean, you know, zone 20, there's a lot of Pokemon that can spawn in the circular area, right? So the way I've been kind of doing this, and I haven't had a ton of luck here. I got a shiny Totodile, as you guys can see. I got a shiny, I forget what else. I got another shiny here. But, you know, this is one way that most of these Pokemon are going to tend to spawn. This is where you get a lot of the starter Pokemon, except like three of them, Chespin, Fennekin, and Froakie are in specific wild zones. Fennekin actually has a bench close to it. I think it's in wild zone 16. Froakie, I just kind of showed you between wild zones of 5 and 16. So that one's very kind of easy to just kind of fast travel to. But, you know, Gardevoir can kind of spawn here. There's some alphas in the middle too. I have spawned here so many times looking for that Alakazam alpha, that alpha Alakazam, and I've never seen it spawn. Well, that alpha Alakazam is now mine. Okay, so like I was saying, you know, part of the running method is, I mean, you know, Wild Zone 20, there's a lot of Pokemon that spawn here. So you can just kind of, you know, take laps around, and if you're exercising, well, maybe you should actually get a treadmill or something and get real exercise in if you're going to be shining anything for hours, keeping that blood flowing. But anyways, that's another part of the running method you can kind of utilize, if you will. And there's benches here as well, so you can use the bench method also. Okay, so what about the fossils? Because the fossil Pokemon, you actually have to, like, resurrect from the fossils. Well, you're going to go over here to the Stone Emporium, right? And you're going to go buy some of the fossils. And you can buy multiple fossils. Let's say you want to hunt, I don't know, it doesn't matter what it is. Let's go with the Jaw Fossil. I'm going to buy, like, let's say, I don't know, give me like 5. Alright, let's say 5. Cost me 100 grand. Yeah, they're pretty pricey. So whatever one that I'm trying to hunt, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to buy multiple of them, and then I'm going to go to the location. So if you don't know, it's the Pokemon Research Lab. It's a side quest pretty early-ish on in the game. It's going to be on floor 2. There's going to be a guy that you're going to talk to, and then after that, he's going to give you 20k for your first kind of fossil Pokemon. And then after that, you just kind of keep coming back in. Now the method for this is to drop the hard save, because it doesn't auto-save while you're here. So you're going to talk to him. He's, you know, researching Pokemon, and you just keep tapping A, basically, and he's like, okay, let me go ahead and restore that Pokemon for you. Success. It's been, you know, restored. Tyrunt. Now, when you see it, so I'm going to keep going. When you see it at the top there, in the middle, it's going to show if it's shiny. The picture will be shiny if it is a shiny Pokemon. So that's kind of the beauty. So you just go through this over and over again, right? So I just kind of go through it. You know, this is my second time. I'm not going to, for sake of time, I'm not going to go through all 5. I'll do 3. You know, just do 3 for good measure. So I'll go through a third one, and then the way this is going to work is if you don't get it, again, keep in mind, this is a 1 in 4,000 chance, okay? So again, you're just kind of basically spamming A. If it doesn't happen, and again, I'm going to just show you guys for proof here, where is it here? Yeah, so Jaw Fossil. I have 2 left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to exit out of the game, I'm going to close the game, I'm going to reopen the game. So if I don't get it to spawn out of those 5, and I say, I mean, you can do just 1, but then that's more time consuming. So the more that you have to kind of cycle through, then the least amount of times you have to reboot your game, you see. Now if I go back to my boxes, or not boxes, my satchel, and I go over here to my other items, I got 5 Jaw Fossils again, because it doesn't autosave here, you see. So again, I can just kind of keep going, I can keep spamming this, and eventually hopefully get one of those shiny fossil type Pokemon. So that's how that works. Very, very useful if you want to get those fossil type Pokemon. Can I get it like right now? That'd be so good for the video. That'd be so cool. Can I get it? Nah, you get it. Anyways, that's how that works. Okay, so mild spoilers for a certain location for this one. It's a location later in the game. If you don't care about that, we're going to go ahead and jump into this. It's going to be in Lysandre Cafe, and it's going to be for very, very specific Pokemon, of course. But we're going to go inside here, and I'm going to show you guys the best method to doing this. So we're going to go downstairs, of course. And the best method for this is so cool. Is basically just these portals. You're going to spam these portals over and over again, and anything in a 50-meter radius is going to spawn in. So wherever the portals are. So there's going to be a bunch of this, there's kind of like a home edge here, a blade here, a home edge here.
See, that sounds super easy. Just, hey.
There's different teleporters or portals, whatever you want to call them, located across the map. There's this Noiburn here for, I think it's another portal over here. This is Houndoom. Sorry, excuse me. I butcher Pokemon names. That's what I do on the channel. Anyways, there's a bunch of Pokemon, depending, I don't think I'm in a 50-meter radius anymore, but the teleporter method is very good. Yeah, so there's a teleporter right here, so those Ekans and whatnot, they're going to kind of spawn in and out. So I can just kind of do that. Actually, they're still mad, so I'm still too close to them for them to kind of despawn. But yeah, see, teleporter in the Lysandre Cafe, there's a bunch of Pokemon, you find teleporters close to whatever Pokemon that you're trying to hunt. So like this guy right here, I can kind of, just kind of go in and out of this teleporter. And that's a method, again, specific to Lysandre Cafe. So I believe that covers it, my friends. That's how you shiny hunt in this game. There is another method. I mentioned it, I guess, very quick. It's kind of pointless. You see the top left of my map, there's sort of like a bar around it, and the meter is kind of like almost a little bit less than halfway. That's the cycle. As soon as that cycle is about to hit nighttime, you drop a hard save, and then if your Pokemon
I got none of these niggas to be shiny out of all the times I've done this shit.
Then you just kind of reboot the game. I don't know. It's probably like
that's something like the other time.
The bench method, so you might as well.
I don't know how long I spent on it, but I ended up getting a Fletchling.
Bench or fast travel nearby, then that would help. Again, you just save it last.
This one's not good.
And then kind of reboot your game after the cycle, right? So it flips from like night to day or day to night, and the Pokemon doesn't spawn. That's how you do that. But again, it's relatively pointless unless, like I said, very specific circumstances. So hopefully this video helped you guys out. It did. Leave a like, subscribe for more. Let me know if you have any questions on the comments below. Let me know which shiny Pokemon you're gonna hunt first. Which one's your favorite? That. So if you missed any of the other guides, check it out. There's a playlist. You can find it in the description below. Check that out. And if you have any other questions, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, happy hunting. And until the next one, game on. We'll see you guys soon.
Let's see, for the bench method, do I just spam magic? Because I guess that would be like the teleporter and that would be convenient.
Convert that to like my hatchback.
That's like 90 hatchbacks all redlining at once.
In this video, I'm going to show you the best way to shiny hunt every single static alpha Pokemon in Pokemon Legends CA. Across the new city, there are plenty of Pokemon that will always be alpha. These are known as static Pokemon, and I found a way to shiny hunt every single one. I've put timestamps in the description, so feel free to stick to whatever target you wish to hunt for. And without further ado, let's jump right in. For how you shiny hunt most of these static alpha Pokemon in the wild areas, and for this hunt, it's no different. All you need to do is keep fast traveling to the second wild zone and look to your right. The alpha magic.
See, like, so it's not exactly. And it kind of takes a second for the whole little
Now, I'm sure most of you guys know how to shiny
loading
Wilds
screen.
are 3 alphas, Litleo and Fletchling, but in the odd chance you don't, this is by far the easiest hunt in the entire video, and you can hunt for both of these at the same time. By heading into the third wild zone, you can make a left and go up the flight of stairs behind the alpha Litleo, and at the top, you'll see an alpha Fletchling. If you head back down the stairs, the game will respawn the wild area Pokemon, which includes the alpha Litleo. and then if you go back up again, it will respawn the fletchling, which will reroll their shininess. The easy part about this hunt is all you have to do is go down on your left stick, and you'll constantly go up and down the stairs trying to get a shiny. And again, since this game does save shinies, you can in theory go until they're both shiny at the same time. Now while Zone 4 actually breaks the fast travel trend, since the Alpha Spin Rack here isn't close to the fast travel location. Instead, what you have to do is go into the Wild Zone and set a marker as I already did in front of the building that it spawns on. Then you have to run away while facing that marker until it reaches around 75, then run back, and you'll notice all of the spin rack have changed locations because they respawned. This one's a bit more tedious since the Ghastly can attack you, but in my experience, ignoring them completely makes them eventually go away. Moving on to Wild Zone 5, which has 2 alphas, we'll first talk about Bellsprout. You can kind of do the same method as the last Wild Zone and running back and forth to despawn the Bellsprout, but I think the fast travel method is much better because this respawns all of the Pokemon within a 50-meter radius, whereas the other way doesn't respawn a lot of them. And also because fast traveling to Wild Zone 5 counts as a double if you unlock Wild Zone 16. Right behind you is an Alpha Anthros, and you can even see the
this one is
spawns
easy.
at the top, which means every time you fast travel, you're resetting for all of these extra Pokemon behind you while you're still going for Bellsprout. It is a bit slower because you have to load into the area and then walk forward a bit, but I personally think that's worth it. As for the upper roller tree, you have to do the back and forth method. Once you get to the 5th Wild Zone, you'll want to head left in the little water area and follow it down to the sewers. You will need a Pokemon with a poison or water type move. Shiny. The best part about these kind of hunts is that your game will manually save up to 10 shinies at once. So if you find the shiny Alpha Pidgey and fast travel again to respawn it, it will keep its shinies, assuming you don't have 2 other shinies out there in the real city being saved. Next up, we have the Alpha Magikarp Restoryu in the 2nd Wild Zone. Now you're going to notice a trend for how each shiny had mostly static Alpha Pokemon in the wild areas, and for this hunt, it's no different. All you need to do is keep fast traveling to the 2nd Wild Zone and look to your right. The Alpha Magikarp will be there. And as for the Alpha Staryu, it takes Magikarp place at night, so the method is the exact same. Now I'm sure most of you guys know how to shiny hunt for the Wild Zone 3 Alphas, Litleo, and Fletchling, but in the odd chance you don't, this is by far the easiest hunt in the entire video, and you can hunt for both of these at the same time. By heading into the 3rd Wild Zone, you can make a left and go up the flight of stairs behind the Alpha Litleo, and at the top you'll see an Alpha Fletchling.
remember this.
Head back down the stairs, the game will respawn the wild area Pokemon, which includes the Alpha Litleo, and then if you go back up again, it will respawn the Fletchling, which will reroll their shininess. The easy part about this hunt is all you have to do is go down on your left stick, and you'll constantly go up and down the stairs trying to get a shiny. And again, since this game does save shinies, you can in theory go until they're both shiny at the same time. Now while Zone 4 actually breaks the every Pokemon in the video, as currently there are no other ways to influence the chance of Pokemon being shiny. The best part about these kind of hunts is that your game will manually save up to 10 shinies at once. So if you find the shiny Alpha Pidgey and fast travel again to respawn it, it will keep its shininess, assuming you don't have 2 other shinies out there in the real city being saved. Next up, we have the Alpha Magikarp Restoryu in the 2nd Wild Zone. Now you're going to notice a trend for how your shiny hunt mostly static Alpha Pokemon in the wild areas, and for this hunt, it's no different. All you need to do is keep fast traveling to the 2nd Wild Zone and look to your right. The Alpha Magikarp will be there, and as for the Alpha Staryu, it takes Magikarp place at night, so the method is the exact same. Now I'm sure most of you guys know how to shiny hunt for the Wild Zone 3 Alphas, Litleo, and Fletchling, but in the odd chance you don't, this is by far the easiest hunt in the entire video. Will manually save up to 10 shinies at once. So if you find the shiny Alpha Pidgey and fast travel again to respawn it, it will keep its shininess, assuming you don't have 2 other shinies out there in the real city being saved. Next up, we have the Alpha Magikarp Restoryu in the 2nd Wild Zone. Now you're going to notice a trend for how your shiny hunt mostly static Alpha Pokemon in the wild areas, and for this hunt, it's no different. All you need to do is keep fast traveling to the 2nd Wild Zone and look to your right. The Alpha Magikarp will be there, and as for the Alpha Staryu, it takes Magikarp place at night, so the method is the exact same. Now I'm sure most of you guys know how to shiny hunt for the Wild Zone 3 Alphas, Litleo, and Fletchling, but in the odd chance you don't, this is by far the easiest hunt in the entire video, and you can hunt for both of these at the same time. By heading into the 3rd Wild Zone, you can make a left and go up the flight of stairs behind the Alpha Litleo, and at the top you'll see an Alpha Fletchling. If you head back down the stairs, the game will respawn the wild area Pokemon, which includes the Alpha Litleo, and then if you go back up again, it will respawn the Fletchling, which will reroll their shininess. The easy part about this hunt is all you have to do is hold down to press it, and you'll constantly go up and down the stairs trying to get a shiny. And again, since this game does save shinies, you can in theory go until they're both shiny at the same time. Now Wild Zone 4 actually breaks the fast travel trap, since the spin rack here isn't close to the fast travel location. Instead, what you have to do is go into the Wild Zone and set a marker as I already did in front of the building that it spawns on. Then you have to run away while
Yeah, looks like that's working though. Hope it don't break my controller. I ain't gonna lie though, I'm hella not even gonna be that mad if it does. I'm in need of kind of new one. And I got an extra for the downtime whenever I get the new one.
Which has 2 alphas. We'll first talk about Bellsprout. You can kind of do the same method as the last Wild Zone in running back and forth to respawn the Bellsprout, but I think the fast travel method is much better because this respawns all of the Pokemon in a 50-meter radius, whereas the other way doesn't respawn a lot of them. And also because fast traveling to Wild Zone 5 counts as a double if you unlock Wild Zone 16. Right behind you is an Alpha Ampharos, and you can even see the filter that spawns at the top, which means every time you fast travel, you're resetting for all of these extra Pokemon behind you while you're still going through Bellsprout. It is a bit slower because you have to load into the area and then walk forward a bit, but I personally think that's worth it. As for the upper Whirlipede, you have to do the back and forth method. Once you've entered the 5th Wild Zone, you'll want to head left in the little water area and follow it down to the sewers. You will need a Pokemon with a poison or water type move to destroy the Poké Sludge blocking the way. Then you enter this tunnel until you see it spawn, turn around, and then run back.
Yeah, I'm up 10 other shinies, but I'm done having the
Second set of black bars to make sure it respawns a different Whirlipede. As when I kept running to the first set, the Whirlipede will have the same level and gender, which typically means I'm looking at the same Whirlipede rather than a new one. Unfortunately, we get back the nice and easy fast traveling to the Alpha Binacle in Wild Zone 6. You even hear it about 80% of the time as soon as you load in. And the other 2 alphas in this Wild Zone, Houndoom and Pikachu, can be hunted at the same time. If you go to the north entrance of the 6th Wild Zone, there's a cafe you'll unlock as a fast travel that spawns you right in front of the Alpha Houndoom, and the Alpha Pikachu is right on top of that building, which also gets generated each time you fast travel. You can bet I'll be doing this hunt as soon as I get my shiny track. Wild Zone 7 has an Alpha Fletchinder dead center in the middle, which can be hunted by fast traveling to the 7th Wild Zone over and over again.
And like in theory, even if only 5 Pokemon show up, if it's 1 in 4,000 but 5 Pokemon show up, then they'll reduce it by 5.
To the west entrance of Wild Zone 8, go down these steps until right before you reach the 3rd tree, then run back up and do laps around until it shines.
So that ends up making the odds like 1 in 1,000, like the way the odds. I just have bad luck sometimes.
If you just keep fast traveling to Wild Zone 8. However, I would like to know that it doesn't always spawn. There have been a few times where, perfect timing, there was a sand isle that spawns where you drop rock wood. And no, he does not spawn in this hole. That's Drillbur. You could also just hunt camera up this way too. You would just have to take a few extra steps, but that will take a while. And this sand isle won't go away. Okay, wait, hold on. I've reset 4 times and it keeps showing up. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, it's just a luck thing. Everywhere online I've read that this rock will always be here, but as you clearly just see, that's not the case. 3 different times, 3 consecutive times in fact, he did not show up. Now, Wild Zone 9 is kind of tricky. This place has an Alpha Manectric and also an Alpha Meowstic. And if you just want to do Meowstic, then it's stupidly easy. Fast travel to the 9th Wild Zone and enter. I went the long way because I'm stupid, but go up these stairs and up the ladder, go onto the roof, and then jump off to your right, climb up the next ladder you'll see to the very top, and start doing laps around the roof. I will note that you do need to go behind this little building thing on top of the roof, otherwise you won't respawn the Meowstic. But if you want to have Manectric, there's 2 different ways. One is by going up to the rooftops where Mawile is, running to the bottom left corner of the Wild Zone, then running across the roofs using this little connector, seeing Manectric spawn.
That thing I'm gonna get this thing. Cause I'm not gonna be here all night. I'm gonna have.
If you aren't paying attention, it's pretty easy to accidentally fall off the roof. There is a
I'm
ladder
gonna
you can
stop
back up, but this will definitely get it
doing this.
But there's another method
And I just finished smoking this bowl.
It's not as fast, but it is much more simple. Bench reset.
gonna get
Bench
on to
resets
the-
allow you to change the time to day or night.
Yeah, we gonna low-key say fuck the side quest. I really want to get to Wild Zone 16.
However, this takes a bit because of the cutscene that has to play with the transition. The nice thing about this method is all you have to do is keep changing between day or night until you find whatever shiny you're looking for.
Day and
So
night.
if you want laid-back, chill
The lonely stoner in the me and my night.
Wild Zone 10. This place is Sharpedo and Alpha Watchop. Now I'm just gonna tell you guys the bench reset here. On Sharpedo, you have to go in and some distance, and that takes around the same amount of time as a Venture set would. And where the bench is located is actually right in between all 3 of the alphas, and also every other Pokemon in the Wild Zone, so this is just by far the best spawn. I'd also like to quickly note there is another Alpha Arbok found later in a story location that I'm not going to cover because honestly, this one is just much faster. And we're going back to back at 2-for-1 hunts, as Wild Zone 11 is home to Alpha Slowbro and Alpha Pharisa. And to shiny with these 2 Pokemon, you actually want to fast travel to Wild Zone 6. From there, make a 180 turn, and then turn right onto this bridge and run towards the entrance. As you approach, you'll notice an Alpha Slowbro on the right and Alpha Pharisa on the left. From here, you just run back until you reach the bridge, and then run towards the entrance again. Nice and easy, let's move on. Wild Zone...
You can get this fixed now or pay later. You can get this fixed now and pay later. Get this. Get it fixed now and pay later. And
cheers, y'all.
3 payments at SafeLight.com.
SafeLight Repair, SafeLight Replace.
Let's see if we got anything, yo. I wanted that Alpha. It's cool.
Get 1 unlimited Pokémon free for a year. Cox Internet for just $55 a month.
Making our best to share with others is a tradition that connects us all. From the
Hey,
communities to farmers to meals and memories made at the table. All the best for all. That's wholesome.
We're going to show you some new weapon features of the Outer Worlds 2. Armageddon, the weapon that launches
like Terrence is crazy.
Disarm, literally the opposite, and the trick.
Oh, y'all, like, y'all see how many times it went in and out. How many Pokeball you think that is?
A once lovely park now overtaken by ice slopes. Here you can find an Alpha.
There's like 10 Pokeball here, like the chances is gonna be very high.
And we're going frequently on double hunts. If you fast travel to the 12th Wild Zone, enter and make a left to the stairway, you don't even need to go down, just stand in the corner and you'll see both Alphas spawn in. Then it's just a matter of running backwards into the far back corner and repeating. Wild Zone 13 offers an Alpha Weeping Belt during the day or Trevenant at night. For Trevenant, just fast travel to the Wild Zone, run up to the gate like a little kid who's looking through a window of a candy store, then run back until the road gets cut off and run forward again. Rinse and repeat, pretty straightforward. And Weeping Belt is the same method too, you just need to do it on the opposite entrance instead. The 14th Wild Zone
Kinda
has
shiny
a
in it,
exit door,
man.
which finally brings us back to fast travel. But unfortunately, this one's a little bit slower. You have to enter the Wild Zone, move forward a bit until you see your exit drill, and then fast travel again. But you'll get spotted
Oh,
by
nice shit.
I'm
not mad about it. Just surprised.
If this happens, you just have to run back
Yeah, this one's pretty empty. I'm proud of
travel
that.
again to respawn as Alpha. Definitely more on the tedious side, but this is still much faster than any
Okay,
other.
do your shit then.
Wild Zone 15 is home to Alpha Vortex at all times, Alpha Beedrill during the day, and Alpha Banana at night. Both
Yeah,
the
I
same
don't got
squad,
the
which
patience.
means this hunt is the same both ways. You'll want to fast
But that's
travel
my
to the
problem though,
hotel
huh?
northwest
I just don't get the
of
patience.
Wild Zone, and then enter said Wild Zone, run a few
Like I'm looking at these videos, but obviously that should take hours and shit, man. At least 30 minutes to commit into it, I feel like.
Which is why we take the extra few steps after entering, just to make sure they spawn in. Now we've already covered Wild Zone 16, but just as a reminder,
Shit, I'ma probably do that shit, but like for when I go to sleep though. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I
You
do.
don't have to turn around, the audio cue will play by itself. I just aim for the
I can just
demonstration. Wild Zone
have my
17
controller
is
do
the
that.
worst Wild Zone out there. There is a pride of lions that are willing to throw hands with you on sight. However, there's 2 alphas here and
Man, I'm already right here, so let's just do Mega Ampros.
And my figure isn't actually that bad.
Mega Ampros, and then we'll do these 2. That one's the one that's tweaking, so we'll do these 2 side quests. Yeah, let's do Ampros, those 2 side quests.
East entrance, walk into about where the closest Pyro is, turn around and leave, run back until a little bit
Yeah, then we'll go
round
my wild
changes,
back.
and then
Alright,
from there
cool.
we rinse and repeat. Alpha Sourness. I can't wait to hunt this one. The method is pretty simple. Just fast travel to Wild Area 18, hold the entrance similar to Weeping Bell, and you can either fast travel again and repeat, or run backwards until you see the Rouge District pop up, and then run back. Either works, and it's completely up to you. This Wild Zone also has an Alpha Lopunny, and I personally think the best way to hunt it is to fast travel to Gasardico, and then run right towards the entrance and repeating that process. Sometimes you even get to see it inside, which
I should've known,
personally
that thing is
like
on the
just
roof.
because it makes finding it that much more fun. Our
should've
second to
known,
last
hold on.
area is Wild Zone 19,
Box
which can have
thing,
Alpha
dude.
Clefairy at night, which does an adorable little dance ritual. Just ignore the dogs barking in the background. The other alphas here are trainable only during the morning and frozen during the day. Since they're all in the same spot, the method to hunt them all is the
Are there
same,
multiple
and
of the
it's one
what
of the
the?
easier ones for sure. Fast travel the
Here we go. This is what I
zone,
want to go
enter
to.
and run up between these bushes to prevent you from taking damage, since there's almost always a
Admin.
Kangaskhan spawn camping you like it's Black Ops 2. Once you see the alpha spawn in, leave the wild area and fast travel to reset the spawns and repeat. And finally, you've made it to Wild Zone 20. There's two different fast travels here which you can use to check the alpha Pokemon in the middle, and I personally prefer using some Trico Plus instead, as the route to the middle is typically a lot safer. And what I mean by
I feel like
that
3
is
should be
you're a
good
lot
right
less
now.
likely to get spotted by a Pokemon, which means you'll be able to fast travel out, whereas if you fast travel to the Wild Zone itself, the route is sometimes safe, but oftentimes there's
I live
technology
over the
which will
future if I need it.
spot you, making you have to run back to the exit and then reload. But the Plaza fast travel does make you have to take a few steps before entering, so it's up to you. As for what Pokemon can be alpha, well, there's a total of 67. Oh my god, Game Freak, why is there a 6-7 joke in this game? I've put all of the Pokemon you can find on screen now, but there's a lot. And now I'm going to show you how to be shiny with all of these static alpha Pokemon that aren't in the wild zones, which is actually a decent amount. Now, there are a few places you can find the elemental monkeys alpha, but the easiest way to shiny them by far is actually a wild area 4. When you fast travel here, it puts you right in front of the west entrance, and the building behind you actually has 4 of the monkeys spawn with an alpha. Fortunately, it's within the 50-meter spawn radius, which means every time you fast travel, you'll be spawning in a new alpha monkey. The problem is that it's random as to which monkey specifically, so if you have a target in mind, that one might take a bit. Now, I don't think you'll hear the sparkle, given that it is relatively far away, so I recommend doing 10 to 20 minutes of fast traveling, then going back to check and see if it is shiny. There's a hollow there, only a few steps to the right.
Yeah, 10-20 minutes, you know, like, I'm putting 5 minutes at a time and shit. It's not fine. No, but how do I get out there, bro? And there's the like one, I just need one more cork screw or whatever. Colorful screw.
Walk the stairs, and you'll see a small alleyway with a ladder to your right. Take it up and
Let's figure it out right now.
as I do.
Oh, shoot.
You'll have to make a jump over here, so you will need the rotor guide feature yet again. And in between these buildings, you'll find an alpha guard rotor. And there are some conveniently placed benches here that will allow you to bench reset until the Scarbola shines. Now, if you prefer a bigger, smaller trash bag, Alpha Trubbish is a simple bench reset. Fast travel to the second wild zone area, go left and left again into the alleyway, and then make another left into this little park area and use these benches.
Looking like one of the closest I'm gonna
You'll have to
get.
fast travel to the cafe to your left. There
Oh,
are so
yeah.
many lefts in this method. Finally breaking the trend, go up the elevator to your right, follow the rooftops as I do. Use your road jump pad to get over, and you'll be able to look down.
Take your to sleep.
Alpha Flabebe is found on the building right behind the player when you fast travel to the Justice Dojo. Now, I can't say for certain if you'll hear the shiny sparkle because it's on the building, but it's also close enough to where I believe it if you did. Of course, just to be safe, I'd say check every 10 to 15 minutes of fast.
Hello my friends, and welcome back to another Pokemon Legends CD video. This one I'm going to be showing you guys the fastest, best way to get the shiny charm unlocked. It's going to be a little bit
Yeah, the problem,
show
no?
you guys the best way to do
Oh, it's not in the elevator. Probably have a solution to beat me in battle.
Unlocking the shiny charm is not
You gotta ignoring me, you gotta battle her not just to find out where she knows, but to find out what her problem is.
Pokedex fast, and we'll go in the video now. Lots of useful information in that video, so I don't want to waste time for this one reiterating a lot of that information. The things that I need to mention, I'll mention in this video, but otherwise,
Yeah, I
check
got a
out
lot
the
of
video in the
Pokemon.
description below for the fastest way to complete the Pokedex. So, how do you do that? If it's not going to be through, completing the Pokedex, then how on earth do you do it? Well, it's through these Mabel research requests, as you can see. So you get a lot of TMs throughout all the levels. You gotta get to level 50, and get to level 50, and you're gonna get bottle caps along the way as well. You're gonna get some different things like that. Gold bottle caps, at the end, some candy, master ball. But finally, level 50 is gonna get you the shiny charm. Now, how do you get the shiny charm? Well, you gotta do all these different requests, okay? Now, most of them are very self-explanatory. For example, filling your Pokedex, right? So you see it's like this start with 5 entries and so on and so forth, and then it's gonna go all the way up to, what is it here? I mean, it just goes and goes and goes. I mean, obviously up to the full Pokedex to 30, but there are challenge for 46 ones, right? So that's going to get you 230. In my video on how to fill your Pokedex, I also show you guys how to fill your Mega Evolution Pokedex as well. So it's kind of 2 birds, 1 stone. If you want to know more about that, you just got to basically buy all of the evolution stones. So these ones are pretty self-explanatory. Just going to do that along the way. Then you got to catch normal type Pokemon, fire type Pokemon, water type Pokemon, electric type Pokemon, grass, ice, and a bunch of other ones, right? Fighting. I'm going to give you guys some tips and tricks on some of the ones that seem to be a little bit harder to find. Some of these are very self-explanatory, but still, I'll note them very briefly of these. And some of the other ones I'll show you actually specifically.
Man. We do this and do the little, what's it called? That's another
It's a little bit trickier, so I'll show you guys some locations of that.
So spamming this might be the method, is the spamming. Look what he really doing.
Dragon types I feel are the most rare, so I'll show you guys that the most. Fairy types, and then there's just surveying wild zones. So just catch all the Pokemon in every single wild zone is essentially what you're going to want to do for a bunch of these challenges as well. And then there's going to be evolving Pokemon. So if you want tips and tricks on how to evolve some of the more kind of confusing ones, check out my video on that. And then there's also evolving via link trades. Some of the Pokemon only evolve via trades, so definitely do that as well. A little bit annoying to have to do that. You can use the official Pokemon Discord or our Discord, which is linked in the description below, or this comment section if you want to do that as well. Destroying fossils and then relaxing the cafe is very easy. Chilling on bench is very easy. Winning Pokemon battles, that one's going to be the one that's going to give you the most difficulty because you got to do 1,000. I'm going to show you guys the easiest way to do that as well. Smashing Mega Crystals. You got to just smash those and investigating anomalous alphas. So, how do we do all of this? How do you do all this? Now that we went through the rest of there's going to be wild zones that are going to appear more and more throughout the story progression. As you finish the story, you're going to have all 20 wild zones unlocked. So you just basically check each wild zone. For example, this one here, it shows that there are, a set amount of Pokemon. I'm going to use this one as actually some examples since I'm right beside it. Because sometimes in the wild zone, you might be exploring the wild zone. You might be like, okay, I found this Pokemon, I found these Pokemon over here, and then you'll be like, okay, I've looked everywhere, and there's still one more Pokemon. What do I do? Well, for example, in here, you might not know it, but there's actually usually like a bunch of rock boulders kind of blocking this area right here. So you have to smash with like some kind of move that could smash things. For example, close combat with Lucario can do it. So I think it's Street Speed might be able to do it as well. No, it can't. But close combat can do it for sure, right? Yeah, okay. So that was one that could do it. Anyways, so Peach does not need to realize that it's just kind of over here. You like, there's water here. I'm gonna get there. I'll climb up this ladder, go across this rooftop, drop down, and back to the see me? So there's going to be a lot of things like that in some of the wild zones you got to be kind of careful about because there's some Pokemon that are kind of hiding off to the side. I'll give you another good example. I think it was zone... Okay, so zone 18 is a Fennekin. Okay, and I got to show you guys this one again just to give you an example of what I mean by this, okay? So in here, if I go through here, now if you explore all this, you'd be like, okay, where's Fennekin? If you come into this kind of little side section here, you can see that there's no Fennekin. But if you go outside of the zone right here, you climb up this ladder. Now this is where things get confusing, because you'd be like, well, why would I have to go outside of the zone? The Fennekin's not outside of the zone, it's just that you have to get outside of the zone to get to the rooftop to get back into the zone so that you can find the Fennekin, you see. And just don't do like me and fall down right here. Just kind of cross this kind of more carefully. And once we get to the rooftop, you're going to see that there's going to be a very specific spot where you're going to see a Fennekin. And this is what I mean by being kind of aware of this. So right in here, I enter back in the 18 zone, and there's one Fennekin. Only one that spawns here, and it's right on that rooftop over there. So things like that, be cautious of that. Okay, I can't.
I didn't think about if they have to be different or not. I hope they don't have to be different Pokemon. They might have to be.
Kind of wary of, and that's going to be the wild zones. Once you complete all the wild zones, when you've done those set of challenges, and you can complete most of the Pokédex, and the Pokemon that you need to evolve that aren't just evolving through just leveling up, you can check out. I have a bunch of guides on how to use some of the more kind of like sort of nuanced ones. One of them is like the champ is. Which you can see right here, Wild Zone 3. That one you have to evolve at a certain level when you have a dark type Pokemon in your party. So there's very specific things like that. As well, smashing Mega Crystals, you gotta just smash those and investigating anomalous alphas. So, how do we do all of this? How do you do all this? Now that we went through the list. Okay, first things first, there's going to be wild zones that are going to appear more and more throughout the story progression. As you finish the story, you're going to have all 20 wild zones unlocked. So you just basically check each wild zone. For example, this one here, it shows that there are, a set amount of Pokemon. I'm going to use this one actually as an example since I'm right beside it, because sometimes in the wild zone, you might be exploring the wild zone. You might be like, okay, I found this Pokemon, I found these Pokemon over here, and then you'd be like, okay, I've looked everywhere, and there's still one more Pokemon. What do I do? Well, for example, in here, you might not know it, but there's actually usually like a bunch of rock boulders kind of blocking this area right here. So you have to smash with like some kind of move that can smash things. For example, close combat is the cardio can do it. So I think it's speed might be able to do it as well. No, it can't. But close combat can do it for sure, right? Yeah, okay. So that was one that can do it. Anyways, so Pichu, you would not maybe realize it was just kind of over here. And you'd be like, hey, there's water here. What do I get there? I'll climb up this ladder, go across this rooftop, drop down, and grab Pichu. You see what I mean? So there's going to be a lot of things like that in some of the wild zones you got to be kind of careful about, because there's some of these Pokemon that are kind of hiding off to the side. I'll give you another good example. I think it was zone... Okay, so zone 18 is a Fennekin. Okay, and I got to show you guys this one, again, just to give you an example of what I mean by this, okay? So in here, if I go through here, now, you can explore all this and be like, okay, where's Fennekin? If you come into this kind of little side section here, you can see that there's no Fennekin. But if you go outside of the zone right here, you climb up this ladder. Now, this is where things get confusing. You'd be like, well, I don't have to get... Why would I have to go outside of the zone? The Fennekin's not outside of the zone. It's just that you have to get outside of the zone to get to the rooftop, to get back into the zone so you can find the Fennekin, you see. And just don't do like you fall down right here. Just kind of cross this kind of more carefully. And once we get to the rooftop, you can see there's going to be a very specific spot where you're going to see a Fennekin. And this is what I mean by being kind of aware of this. So right in here, I enter back in the 18 zone, and there's one Fennekin. Only one that spawns here, and it's right on that rooftop over there. So things like that, be cautious of that, okay? I can't obviously show you every single zone, but I want to show you guys a couple of examples to be kind of wary of, and that's going to be, the wild zones. So once you complete all the wild zones, you're going to be done those set of challenges, and you can complete most of your Pokédex, and the Pokemon that you need to evolve that aren't just, evolving through just leveling up, you can check out. I have a bunch of guides on how to use some of the more kind of, again, like sort of nuanced ones. One of them is like the champ is, which you see right here, Wild Zone 3. That one you have to evolve at a certain level when you have a dark type Pokemon in your party. So there's very specific things like that, and I made a guide on most of those. If not all of those, if there's any I'm missing, guys, feel free to let me know, and I'll try to do my best to respond and make a video on it. But anyways, things like that. So you're going to catch these Pokemon, then evolve these Pokemon, so you clear a lot of your Pokedex along the way as well. And then you're also going to get all the challenges for clearing out these wild zones, right? Now, there's another one that we just seen, which is happening to be smashing these kind of Mega Crystals. Again, there's going to be Pokemon Legends CA playlist that I have. You can check out and skim through, these guys are helpful. But I made a guide on the fastest way to kind of do this. But essentially, you want something like, let's say, Lucario that has something like extreme speed. Why? Because they're boom, really, like, super quick. The other thing, kind of a quick, like, little note is these Mega Crystals spawn, as you see, in high abundances on rooftops. Not all the rooftops, but a lot of the rooftops. So kind of explore the rooftops and look around, for these Mega Shards just kind of hanging out. And you should be able to find a lot of Mega Shards that way, and that should get you another one of your challenges done in the Mabel's research. So for the challenge to relax at cafes, I mean, it's very simple, but I'll show you just in case. Nouveau Cafe here, we got Cafe Galan over here, we have another Nouveau Cafe, truck number 3, anyways, and so you're gonna go here, you're basically gonna go up to them, you're gonna, not him, sorry, her, and you're gonna talk to them, and you're gonna say you want something from the menu, you're gonna order something, it's gonna show the cafe, that's gonna count as one entry. So that's pretty much that. In terms of showing your benches, again, same thing, benches are here, you're just gonna go here, you can either kill some time using up the Pokemon, you just gotta chill at the bench, and that's gonna knock out those as well, so that's kind of how you do those two challenges as well. Okay, so for the Restoring Fossils one, I made a whole video on that, but just to kind of reiterate, you go to Vernal Pokemon Center, you're going to go down to the Stone Emporium, just down here. You're going to need some money for this one, and you need to progress far enough into the story that I can't remember which story mission you're going to have to do to keep checking in order to unlock a side mission. When you go here, you're going to scroll down, and you're going to see a Jaw Fossil, Sail Fossil, and Old Amber, a lot of money. Grab all of those, and when you grab all of those, what you're going to be doing is you're going to go over here to the Pokemon Research Lab, and you're gonna go to the second floor. There's gonna be a guy there. You're gonna talk to him. It's a side quest if you've never done it before. And once you talk to him and do the first one, he is bringing those other two, and he's gonna basically resurrect those fossils in the Pokemon. So you just gotta do all 3 of those, or just 3 total, and you'll have those done as well. Okay, one of the things you're gonna have to do is catch a lot of different Pokemon, right? So you're gonna need a lot of Pokeballs. You're gonna need a lot of money to get Pokeballs. It's just a whole, cycle, if you will. If you go around, I've mentioned this many times. You go around, you find these little shiny things on the ground. Sometimes it can be things that you don't want to sell, like XP candy, as you can see. But you'll find stuff like let's say tiny mushrooms and everything like that, and things that are called treasures, right? Gold nuggets, pearls, things like that. You're gonna collect those. I mean, you can sell the things that you typically could use. Like for example, if I'm like, oh, I got too many potions, I could sell some of them if I want to. I wouldn't, but anyways, if you go over to this tab here, the treasures, this is gonna be where you see all of these different treasures. I have like 999 tiny mushrooms, and I'll explain why in a little bit. But if I sell all, so I can bulk sell with pushing X, I'm gonna get a ton of money for that. I got pearls, I got these pretty feathers, and I gotta get like 300,000 almost Pokedollars for doing that, you see. So when you do that, what we're gonna do is then we're gonna go to the Pokeballs, not under the sell category. Actually, we're gonna go. There's an actually easier way. You just press ZR to switch between buy and sell. You're gonna go buy the different Pokeballs. I would buy the Ultra Balls first and foremost. Those are the best ones. But as you see, not all of the Pokeballs are sold at every single Pokemon Center. Some Pokemon Centers sell more Pokeballs. There's also these Pokeball kind of shops, if you will. There's at least one. Right there, the Pokeball boutique, top left corner. They're gonna sell a wide variety of Pokeballs. Probably the best place to get ones. Things like repeat balls are gonna be ones that it's gonna make it so it's more likely to catch a Pokemon. You know what? Let me just show you actually my kind of inventory here. Sorry. So yeah, again.
Alright, come on, bro.
Sell category rather. Pokeballs. There we go. I got a Master Ball, but we're not gonna go with that. The dive balls are good for Pokemon who live in or on the water. Sorry. Nest balls. I mean, you can read what they all do. Dust balls are more effective catching Pokemon at night. Timer balls, if a battle is kind of going on, they're more effective. Not as useful in this game, I find. Quick balls, you can always start with that. They're more effective. Before Pokemon spot you, and also as your first throw. Again, repeat balls. That's the one where it's like if you caught the same Pokemon species multiple times before, the repeat ball's gonna make it so it's more likely to catch it again. And that's the thing, right? It's like for some of these things, it's like when you catch some Pokemon because you gotta catch Fire type and Ice type. And filling your Pokedex is not gonna be enough to get all those challenges. So where do you go for these? So again, you just gotta look around. Most of these are very easy. Like Magic Cards, obviously water. You just go to Zone 2 for that if you want to. What's his name? Machamp? No, Machoke? No. Was it Machamp? The first evolution? I was getting mixed up. Anyways, fighting type Pokemon. He's here, right? There's some ground type Pokemon in Zone 8 as well. In Zone 7, you got some fairy Pokemon. You got a nice Pokemon there as well. And at 14, you're going to have a lot of rock and Pokemon and Onyx and things like that. So that's where you find those. Do things like that, right? It's very easy for the most part to figure out which ones I need. Pichu being electric type Pokemon. You find a lot of ghost type Pokemon in Wild Zone 4. Some of the bug type over here in Wild Zone.
Pokemon brim with justice. Brim? It's like 5'9"? For real? Yeah, with the down moves, huh?
Most moments fade away. And now they're real serious. These plays never die. That's how legends are made.
Seriously? This game is not even cursed. Oh my goodness.
John Deere has long been a symbol of hard work in America, and now that spirit is coming to America's most comfortable footwear, Skechers, with rugged materials, innovative technology, and
go ahead, Chandelure. What?
You to compete as a Pokemon trainer in new dynamic battles. When night falls, the best trainers rise. Are you prepared to face the challenge and tackle the mysterious incidents happening in New York City? Pokemon Legends C.
13. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of, the gist of it. But I want to explain some of the more rare ones because, again, a lot of these are easy to get, like the water and the electric and, fire. You got a bunch of fire. So, yeah, a lot of the fire ones in 17, they're actually kind of annoying for the lions, pyros, whatever.
I'm in the next quiz
Yeah,
with
so
you
just gonna go
contest.
through
My
that.
love for
These
Canary is
are
so
mostly
much
like-
greater than yours.
some
You'll
problems
see.
we're gonna find a lot of, like,
I'm sorry that I
ice
made you
Pokemon,
battle here.
stuff
I hear
like
your
that.
Pokemon.
But that is going to leave you, in my experience, it left me with 2 Pokemon that I was struggling to kind of
The
find.
rest is up to you.
more of. That was a dark type Pokemon. So we're going to go over to zone number 9. I'm actually
Well, that
gonna show you
explains her
guys
problem with me, but if
because
she
it's a
thinks she
nice
can
little
outquick me, she's
kind of
wrong.
string of Sableyes.
Now, up we go. Emperor should be
of
up
course,
there.
dark type Pokemon.
I'm elite.
Now, right here is going to be some rocks you're going to want to smash. You're going to find one Sableye
Finally.
up here, and the second one usually right here. It's going to kind of go through. There's an Alakazam there, so you can grab him for Psychic or whatever. We're going to keep going through over here. There's a Mowel or however you pronounce them hanging out there, which you can grab for Steel, right? There's another Sableye here.
Yeah, I need
so
that.
3 Sableyes,
Yeah,
4
there.
Sableyes right here. There's usually like 4. Yeah, there's usually like 4
Oh,
or 5
yeah.
in that little string of Pokemon. So that,
I'm
you just kind of
been
get that,
super
get the dark type Pokemon,
accomplished.
and then what you're going to do then is just kind of go sleep on a bench, and it should respawn the Pokemon, or if it doesn't, just kind of wait 5-10 minutes, and it should respawn, or go do something else. But like catching the Dragon type Pokemon. So we're going to show you guys where to catch a Dragon type, because this one gave me a little bit of a head, okay? For example, you can find a Dratini over on the rooftop of Restaurant Lana. That spawns once in a while, you can check that. I think it's like a 10 to 20% spawn rate. Don't hold me on that one now.
Have you guys cause I'm trying to get us trade, dog, cause I want some
Still
bread.
not the best methods.
I want some more
There
bread.
is the sewers. So for example, there's a Lumos sewers here. So there's 2 different sewers we're gonna want to go to. So I'm gonna show you guys this one first. And there's a bunch of Dragon type Pokemon in here. You're probably wondering which ones. First of all, if you find a Goomy, which you can find sometimes when it's raining, or in the sewers, catch those because Goomies are Dragon type Pokemon. But they're more rare. But if you do see one, just like I said, throw it at it. Throw it at it. Thanks. And here, these guys, the Noivats, there's gonna be 3 in this little area every single time. Those are Dragon type. Believe it or not, those are Dragon type, which might have surprised you. And they do count. That's how I got mine. So that's where you're gonna get 3. Always up here in this sewer here. And then if you want to get out, you can just fast travel over here. And then head out here. So you're always going to find 3 right there. And obviously you have to make them respawn. So usually I go do something else. I go sleep on a bench, go do something else for a few minutes, whatever. Check the other location. All right, so the other location is going to be right down, so it's Cafe Wolf, so right here. So I'm going to actually show you guys how to get to this one from Cafe Wolf because it's not usually a fast point. And you won't get it otherwise. At some point in the story, so we're going to Cafe Wolf to follow my pattern. At some point in the story, you're going to unlock a side mission. There's going to be a guy standing in front of these sewers. Until that guy's there, you can't get access to the sewers. It's just not accessible. He's going to basically open it up for you. So you're going to go right by this woman here, and we're going to go down here. There's going to be a bunch of sludge. You clear it out with the water-type Pokemon using it's a water-type move. I guess it doesn't have to be specifically a water-type Pokemon. This Pokemon that can use a water-type move. Right behind this guy here, right here. So there's going to be a guy standing here. You're going to talk to him. It's a side mission. All you got to do is talk to him, and then he's going to open the sewers. And then we're going to go into the sewers right here. Okay, so in here, this one's a little bit of a maze, so you're going to explore like as much of it as you can. Sometimes, I think it was through, not here, I think it was at the end here you can find a Goomy. Sometimes just one Goomy kind of hanging out, yeah. So it's not here. Oh no, it is here. So right across this bridge, there's going to be like an ice thing here. You're going to smack it, it's going to create an ice bridge. You're going to go across and you're going to catch the Goomy right there. So that's how you're going to get one of the Dragon type. And if you need a Goomy. But then if you just kind of keep exploring around, look on the rooftops, especially around the archways, you can find more of those Noivats. Yep. No, that was NK. Sorry, that was NK. NK shooting me